Mad vs G2 promised to be a fiery one, and Game 1 delivered right from the off as Mickey perfectly punished a minor desync between Hylissang and Kasi's recalls, gifting Hunsummer first blood. More kills would go G2's way when Mad called off an attempted bot dive because Hilly was too low. Mickey saw his moment to engage onto the Leona, and Hans took him down before falling to Elyoya. Yike arrived and finished off Kazi as Mickey just managed to escape Elyoya with sub 50 HP. With bot lane in the state it was, Elyoya looked top for a way back into the game, ganking Broken Blade, who pulled out every Yasuo trick in the book to try and outplay, but could not find the 1v2, at the same time as Hans and Mickey did manage to trade 1-for-1 in a 2v3. Bot lane continued to be a bloodbath as Mickey hex flashed under the tower to engage onto Hilly, and both supports would fall. Desynced recalls would once again cost the Mad bot lane, as this time Hilly was left behind, and what initially just looked like an annoying cancel became a kill thanks to the ridiculous amount of CC between Hans and Mickey. Mad continued to fight however, and what started off as an attempt to pick on Leona quickly turned around as Kazi killed Yike before turning his attentions to Mickey. G2 then started to press the accelerator, overloading topside to dive Elyoya and Chasey 5v2. They would really take it up a gear at the next dragon, convincingly taking the teamfight 4-for-1, before finding Mad a few minutes later trying to control topside river vision, again taking down 4 of the Lions, but this time without any casualties of their own, and instantly securing a 20-minute Baron. Mad made their last stand under the bot tier 1, but again it wasn't even close. Mad were angry coming into game 2, getting first blood onto Caps before Elyoya found Yike on his Gromp 40 seconds later. A slightly misangled ult from Niski meant he didn't get Caps over the wall to Hylissang, and while he did manage to take Caps down under the tower, this mistake meant Yike was able to trade his mid laner. Mad tried to dive Broken Blade, but after the cocoon went wide, a 2-man petrifying gaze would turn the play around for G2's top laner. G2 then started the Drake after seeing the enemy jungler die top lane, and while they did secure the objective, it took them a little too long, and Elyoya returned from the fountain to help Mad pick up 2 kills, which turned into 3 more 30 seconds later as a clean dive under the bot tower sent Hans, Mickey and Yike to the death chamber. BB continued to be the only hope for G2 as he punished Chasey for stepping too far up before his reinforcements arrived. Kazi joined the ranks of ADCs who would add an Aphelios highlight to their reel after this MSI, as he murdered Caps under his tower. At 17 minutes, G2 tried to make the most of a Bel'Veth-empowered Rift Herald push, but without the Cassiopeia there to back them up, they stood no chance against Mad and were wiped 4-for-0. Unfortunately for the Lions, they would continue the tradition of EU Baron throws at this tournament when they started up the objective with Niski stuck bot lane without teleport. G2 took their opportunity to force the odd-numbered fight with Broken Blade TPing in, and without their main frontliner, Mad could do nothing but crumble. G2 made a similar mistake during their Baron push, stepping up too far while Caps showed on mid lane, allowing Hylissang to make the engage and Mad to hand Broken Blade his first death of the game. A minute later, Elyoya got a pick onto Mickey and wanted to look for more, but after using his repel to go in, he had no cooldowns left to buy time for Niski and Chasey's TPs to finish, and he fell before they could back him up. Chasey got hooked by Caps while attempting to leave, and turned to try and make something happen. It seemed like maybe Mad could rescue the fight when Yike died, but the Cassiopeia was too strong and melted Kazi before turning to finish the Cassante. A fight around mid lane would go in G2's favour as Hans and Broken Blade were free to dish out the damage while Kazi just couldn't cut through Caps' health bar, and G2 ran over the fight to take the series to match point. The pace of the series would not slow down as Mad secured first blood less than 2 minutes into the game. G2 targeted Mad's bot lane as Caps were on bot to kill Hylissang, which meant Kazi was left to fend for himself, and he did manage to get the kill on Mickey as G2 dived him. Mad on the other hand focused their attentions top lane in an attempt to shut down the Cassiopeia, but Chasey once again started the play solo, allowing BB to trade 1-for-1. In what can only be described as a Hylissang moment, he cancelled Yike's recall before chasing him down the lane to solo kill him, but it did cost him his life. Mad continued to focus Broken Blade, picking up another kill, but G2 simply traded up, with the Herald in their back pocket securing them the first tower top with all 5 plates. The game stayed pretty even kill-wise, but G2 slowly choked Mad out of the map and took full control of the Nash pit. Everyone held their breath in anticipation of another EU Baron throw, but Nautilus ult combined with the Cassiopeia W meant there was no way for Elyoya to get over the wall and flip the 50-50. While Broken Blade and Yike took the Ocean Dragon, Mad forced on the other 3 members of G2, but didn't have the tools to get through Nautilus and Janna, who bought enough time for the cavalry to arrive and turn the fight 4-for-0 before breaking open the Mad base. Elyoya and Niski tried one final pick onto Broken Blade, but they simply did not have the damage to take down the Cassiopeia. The rest of G2 collapsed into the Mad jungle and ended the Lions' underwhelming MSI journey with another 3-0. Wow, this really seemed like a better idea when there was only one series a day. 2 best of 5s, with one going to 5 games is just so much time.